Here's a few scriptures that many people think that when you hear the word or say the word into the world, many modern Christians believe that this is talking about, number one, they automatically assume world means globe. So they're using it in modern science and the way the modern science uses that word. And you should not do that because that's called reappropriation. It's a fallacy of reappropriation where you're using a word differently than the original audience would have used it. And then the term into the world, people automatically assume something outside the globe coming into the globe. So that shows the argument is a type of pre-existence. So for example, we have Jesus says, I came into the world to be a light to the world. People automatically assume, oh, the Son pre-existed. But no one believes the Son who was born as man pre-existed. So they're reading too much into that text. I'm going to give you a number of examples because John uses it a lot and Paul does only a few times. So I want to show you how John uses this word, and you tell me if this assumes pre-existence. And just by quoting it, you're going to realize it does not. John 1:9, that was the true light which gives light to every man coming into the world. Do you see that? Every man coming into the world. This is not talking about men pre-exist before they come into the globe. Automatically, you realize this is not what it's referring to. They're presupposing into the world means pre-existence as what? A man, John 1:9, gives light to every man that comes into the world. They would say you have to be a man first before you come into the world. No, that's not how the Bible is using that phrase. John 6:14, when they had seen the signs Jesus did, they said, this is truly the prophet who is to come into the world. Are you telling me in this verse that Jesus is a prophet that pre-existed before he came into the globe? That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about their world. Okay, not the globe like we use the world today. That's a wrong interpretation. John 16:21, a woman when she is in labor has sorrow because her hour has come, but as soon as she has given birth to a child, she no longer remembers the anguish for joy that a man has been born into the world. So if the argument is, look, he's a man first. Well, he's a man first before he comes into the world? He's a man and then he's born into the world. No, that's not at all what that is saying. Actually, you read it a little slower, you could understand it if you realize that into the world doesn't mean the globe. It doesn't mean that. Also, Romans 5:12, just as through one man sin entered the world. So man had to be outside the world and then sin came in because of him, right? Is that what people are thinking when they think this phrase? 1 Timothy 6:7, for we brought nothing into this world. Again, people did not pre-exist before they came into the world. Okay? So if you're using this as an argument for pre-existence, that is a fallacy because the Bible is not using it that way at all. 1 John 4:1, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. What? Are they going out of the globe? Is that what it's referring to? No, it's not referring to that at all. So this is called into the world fallacy. Into the world fallacy. We cannot reappropriate words and phrases and make it mean something different than the original audience meant it and the original audience would have understood it. Okay? Thank you for watching. God bless.